by Hans Christian Andersen with some Disney magic. For instance, Ariel. Your entire life? Wow, cool! I didn't realize.
Started working on the film in 1987, and the show was very big. I'll tell you about formula and why it's important to include any character you're doing, because that's a way for you to teach people easily how to put the character together so that they can all keep the character consistent for reasons of animation.
Yes, sir.
Because you've got hundreds of hands, doing the same characters. Unless you have formulas for drawing them in place, can go astray pretty quick. Yeah, at the end of Mermaid production, we had 400 people on staff. Yeah.
Hand drawing.
We had to get it done in 18 months. At the time, unheard of. We'd only had 3 and 4 years to make a movie, which is plenty of time. But we had the advent of new technology to help us with our pencil tests and things. It sped up the process a bit. But it's still a very labor-intensive process, because you're literally making a film one frame at a time.
I imagine.
I'll tell you how we would put her head together.
Okay.
Here. We start with a ball. A lot of them start with a ball. Sometimes it's a big ball, sometimes it's a small ball. We find the ball, and then we like to show a character in 3/4, so that's why I'm drawing the center line for her head over here. Because when you show a character straight on, sometimes it goes flat. The drawing just tends to go flat naturally. You can't get any dimension out of the face. So I'm going to take and make a shape, just rudimentary shape down here. I can play with this a little more later. But see how everything connects together?
Yes, sir.
And I can improve the volume. She's somewhere between womanhood and girl. So we kept her features very low on her head. If she was an adult, we may have raised the eyes up higher and gotten things farther apart. So this I'm doing for the bottom of the eye. And I can imagine, this is one trick we used. I can imagine a half mask like you might wear to a masquerade party. Just lay that in there, and then that helps me place my eyes. Her eyes are spaced about 1 1/4 apart, 1 1/4 eye shapes. So that this is all her formula. And then I can actually build her eyebrow up here, top of the mask here. And then Glenn Keen and I like to carry a little line here, just to add a little, like a fleshy feeling. See, you don't see these things for long. They go by so quickly. But you feel them. You don't necessarily see them, but you feel what the character's doing. Yeah. So you see how I have them closer together as the head turns? It's ever so slight. These two are closer together. We would do about 3 lashes over here. And in the distance, we would just do something like that. The farther away it got, and do a solid eye. But she was usually shown very close up, so we decided to put, see, I'm just going to start with a ball. We decided to put just one highlight in here, since we could, because we could. we were thinking about anime girls at the time, and what made them different from Disney characters. It's the amount of little details like highlights in the eye and things like that, and a more simple way of handling the face. So we tried to get that into Ariel too. And then the nose shape, breaks just a little above the bottom of the eye so that it doesn't create what we call a tangent, and it helps the illusion of the face turning around. If you draw it right to the eye line, see, it goes flat. And if you do the same with the cheek here, it goes flat. That's a tangent. So in order to do that, we would draw the cheek line up higher. Again, everything's juxtaposed and played off itself. I know it looks complicated, but after you've done it a few times, it becomes like eating and breathing. Now I can play with her jaw. There's a little slight reversal here, but I started with a rudimentary, structure first, and then leave that open. And we can just drop the neck. As real human beings, our neck attaches up here. So if you can imagine drawing through like that. And I often thought of the shoulders as a wire hanger. So you could do things in perspective, yeah. And then once I have that, I can put her collarbone in here. And then her shells. They're basically a figure 8. Very easy to do. And they're drawn slightly off center so that they don't create a tangent or a bullseye kind of thing. And then this is the only part that has the shape, is the outer part. Yeah, but you see how easy it is to put them together. This is just a little bit showing her arm connects. And everyone developed their own way to draw her, but this was the basic formula. Then to find the mouth, you go find the inside first. I'm just going to make this a simple teethy grin. And then she has kind of a Hanna-Barbera mouth. That means that she doesn't have a divot, which a lot of Disney girls do. For Alice, they gave her a divot and they painted this darker than the lower lip. So it kind of made it dimensional. Kind of a little dimensional thing. Well, Hanna-Barbera we did mouths like that. Very simple for reasons of economy. Just that. And this lip was always thinner. Sometimes it was equal, but for Ariel, we kept the top one thinner and the bottom one a little whiter. Just like that. And a simple laugh line. You see how she's coming? And then this tapers. It comes to a little arch, just a little gentle arch up here. Tapers down. And this really helps. You see how the 3/4 view helps the dimension of the head. Really feels like her head is dimensional and turning. And then just draft in the ear, put a little shape like this, and that becomes her little spit curl. You can break that up 3 times. And then about here, I usually take a little line, and then I'll do a bread box kind of shape, or an old-fashioned television set shape at an angle here. And then, yeah. Once I get the exterior shape, the hair flow, I can go in and break it up some. And there she is. And then this was painted in shadow here. We got this shelf from Christina Applegate on Married with Children at the time. I started working on the film in 1987, and the show was very big. And Christina had her hair teased out like she had a dinner plate in her forehead. It came out. And we thought, we can play with that in animation and show that there's current underwater. Instead of doing millions of bubbles, we got away with showing that using the hair. So the hair had separate timing charts from the rest of her. So sometimes they would draw her bald. They would animate her straight ahead bald and then put the hair on another layer and have it moving its own way. And then put it all together. That's a budget area. So that's how it works. Yeah. You're welcome to have this. I'll show you how we put flounder together too. Okay. Yeah. Scoot that over. Again, a circle. This time I'm going to give him a little pregnant cheek here. And kind of saw him off and do like a little hatchet shape. Stripes. Again, 3/4. Only this time, his eyes are not straight up and down, they're at an angle. So I'm going to put the ovals. And it's low on the face too, just like Ariel, to depict childhood. Coming out of your childhood. This echoes the eye shape as if you were drawing it, straight through like this. Sometimes the cheek can be quite large, and then it's just like a little oval shape. It doesn't have to be drawn through. And then put a little crescent shape down here. And a pregnant cheek. And then a fatter lower lip. Sometimes we even let it dip over the edge of his body here. It all depended on who animated him. And give him a little, like a mohawk type fin here. Then you can break that up unevenly 3 times. Then, if you draw the under eye line across, it shows you where you're going to put these stripes. And only the first 2 have that shape, this kind of banana type shape. The last 2 are very plain. And I'm going to come down between these 2 stripes. Make a U and do a little paddle shape here and throw the line in. That's his fin. There he is. And Sebastian, he's all in one here. I don't know if you've ever seen Wallace and Gromit, those claymation characters. Well, Gromit has a similar thing going on where he's got this shape, and they throw his eyes in there, and do this little overhang, and they can manipulate this shape, to change the expression. I hear Nightmare on Elm Street playing in the background. Interesting, drawing Sebastian. And
So why do you think...
This is all one unit too. This just comes around like that. And it can be angular too, or rounded, depending on the animator. When his mouth was open, it was kind of like this. Goes right up into his. And you come around here, and he has from the top it looks like what do they call those? Horseshoe crab. It's kind of this kind of thing. If you're looking down on the shell, it looks something like this. That's what it looks like. Here's his head and his legs and his backside. That's how it works. From this angle, that's how it looks. And you give him his little donut hole things here. And his little hands, which change shape radically. You know, whatever he needed to do. Sometimes they got enormous, like when he cuts the rope at the end of the movie and it slams Louis in the face. Chef Louis. So, you know, whatever the scene requires, then we'll fudge a little bit. But he's got like crabs really are related to spiders that way. So he just did like spider legs. They're very easy to do too. You just start with the outside shape and then break it up.
Wow.
And,
Legs.
they walk sideways too, so we tried to get a little of that into the film. And then if you want a change of expression, you can just do that. That's his more studied, you know, look. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Sure. These are yours. Got to put the gear on. All right.
Perfect.
These are yours.